Welcome back to Switch to Linux. Well, I've been talking about some things for a while, primarily surrounding this exciting video released from Google called the Selfish Ledger. And if you are not familiar with this is a video I recommend everybody download a copy of it, grab your YouTube DL applications and download a copy of this and watch this at least once a month so that you can take note of what is going on in the world. So the Selfish Ledger, if you have missed it, is basically about Google coming in and effectively talking about how they're going to change everything for the better of the world. And so they have broken this down into a couple of different different things here. And there is actually a great breakdown of this video by Truthstream Media. Might be too conspiracy theory towards some people, I don't know, but they did have certainly an interesting take. So this is the chapter 1, and then basically chapter 1 is talking about how we are getting us used to utilizing their services so they become part of us. Chapter 2 is actually, I missed chapter 2. Where's chapter 2 at? Chapter 2 is actually about how the ledger starts to write itself. And then chapter 3 talks about how we are going to become one with the algorithm. So this is basically an entire philosophy training video talking from Google's perspective about how we're going to get people used to the system. We're going to start putting a bug into the ear what they want. We're going to start writing our own algorithm, and then eventually we're going to become one, else the algorithm, rather than feeding us what it thinks we want, it starts instead feeding us what it wants us to know. This is a creepy video. It is a somber video, and you should watch it at least once a month. So you can grab a copy of it, and you can watch this, and you can see what this ultimate end goal is, which is all about technically saving the world from ourselves as they do this. And this is kind of interesting, especially when you get into, of all things, a Boogie2988 video released yesterday, where he says, should I give up on YouTube? The state of the channel in 2019. What was interesting about this video is he starts talking about some of the things that if you follow Boogie, and I don't follow him a lot, I see the occasional video, but he has the Francis montage. He talks about the personal health a lot. He does a lot of these types of things. And apparently, since he's got several million subscribers, he's got some close connections to YouTube, and multiple people at YouTube told him, Francis is going to hurt your channel. And so last year, he started downplaying the Francis character, which I'm not sure I've ever actually watched a Francis video. But he starts downplaying the Francis character a little bit, still liking it, still finding it a valuable character for some things. But they told him if you continue to do Francis, it's going to hurt the channel. And then they told him subsequently, and he explains all this in this little 10-minute video, he explains in this video that then they even told him, hey, you need to stop looking at YouTube as a community. Let me see if I can find that spot.
Stop treating it like anything else. What you need to treat. I had one of the higher up YouTubers tell me, Boogie, you have to stop treating it like a community. You have to stop treating it like an audience. You have to stop treating it like anything else. What you need to treat it like is a search engine.
Okay, so somebody at YouTube told him you need to stop treating YouTube as a platform, stop treating it as a place to upload data, stop treating it as a community, stop treating it as a place to get together, and treat it instead as a search engine. In other words, do the stories that the algorithm wants, which is why if you pull up your YouTube feed recently, all you're seeing is all of the latest controversy. You watch a Gillette ad, and now all you see is commentary about the Gillette stuff, pro or con, whatever it happens to be. Hashtag shave with Schick, okay? Because Gillette's gone into the culture war, and screw them. Shave with Schick. There you go. Hashtag shave with Schick. All right? And so really what he's talking about is YouTube's telling him, to stay relevant, to have your videos promoted, to be there, you have to move from YouTube, shift from it being a platform, a community, into a search engine. This is the direction the algorithm's going. And there was some very fascinating commentary on this by Eli the Computer Guy. Now, if you used to watch Eli and you stopped watching him, I stopped watching Eli. I used to watch a lot of what he did, and then I stopped watching him because it just got long, drawn out, and rambly and pointless. But in the last couple weeks, he actually started taking his long rambles and breaking them into topical sections, and I watch a lot of those. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So go check out Eli's channel again if you used to watch Eli. And he did this amazing video talking exactly about this selfish ledger concept, although never actually mentioned it by name. So I'm not sure if he's aware of the selfish ledger or not. But what he does here is he talks about how the algorithm is changing, and now Boogie has to make a decision, do what he wants to do for his channel and for his community, or do what the algorithm directs. And some of the things that Eli's talking about is how we don't even understand what the algorithm does. Let me see if I can find some clips. I didn't actually pull these out, so I don't remember exactly where they are. So I might have to struggle to find these.
YouTube was about this weird, nutty, schizophrenic, whatever the hell it is, community. That is the thing that we called YouTube.
Okay, so he's commenting on Boogie's. Boogie raises 4.5 million subscribers based on the premise that it is a community. Now he's going to go on and say that it's no longer a community. Susan W. gets up and says, this is now a search engine. It's now an algorithm. And they don't even understand how it's working, because the algorithm has started to write itself. We have entered chapter 2 of the Selfish Ledger, people. We are in chapter 2 of the Selfish Ledger. We have gotten addicted to the services. We have gotten it used to, Google's the best place to get information. Google's the best thing. Google seems to know what I want. Now the algorithm is starting to write itself. This is chapter 2. This is the pen of Cornelius Fudge. Now, if you notice those chapters, and I have not verified this, my apologies if I'm wrong, but according to the Truthstream Media's analysis of Selfish Ledger, and I think it's accurate, chapter 1 translates, I believe it's an Italian phrase, and it translates the talking cricket or the chirping cricket. Basically talking about the old movie Jiminy Cricket, the old character, the little bug in your ear, the little thing that's constantly looking. Okay, the second chapter, the pen of Cornelius Fudge. If you're familiar with Harry Potter, the pen of Cornelius Fudge, never mentioned by notice, you see it in the background and it makes appearances, I believe, in the books. It writes itself. It's self-writing. Chapter 3 is un pluribus unus, which is the Latin phrase, together we are one. Okay, that is what this is happening. This is phase 2. This is the algorithm is writing itself. So it is more imperative now that you understand the Selfish Ledger and why you want to minimize the amount of Google services in your life. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you for making it to the end of this Switch to Linux video. You can have a look at another video right on over here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel or to Think Life Media, which is my own personal support page. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you enjoy switching to Linux.